To successfully complete your online classes means that you have to be good at scheduling and managing your time with your classes and everything else in your life that can interrupt and distract you. You have to have a positive attitude. When annoying roadblocks get in your way and things are beyond your control, you also have to be able to stay motivated. You also need to have a computer, a laptop, or a tablet to complete your assignments, and probably the most important challenge with accessing your online classes is, any ideas? I'll give you a moment. Online classes, remote instruction, connecting with the teacher, sending emails and assignments, watching videos. What's missing? You may have noticed, especially in the last few months, that the need to have a strong internet connection is a huge priority. And without it, an online class is about as valuable as, well, you get the idea. How many times have you seen someone trying to get a better cell signal? Oh, you've done that too? Before I show you these simple to perform actions that will save you hours of unneeded stress and frustration trying to connect to your classes, let alone the rest of the world, make sure to ask a question or leave a comment below. Subscribe to the channel and ding that notification bell so you don't miss the next video on how to increase your student success in your online classes. Remember that my goal is that your success is the goal. Instead of constantly being frustrated with your online classes with files not downloading, waiting on videos to play, downloads timing out, getting booted from your game when you're scheduled to play, that is. Yes, I did say playtime, but we'll talk about that very soon in an upcoming video on how to schedule your time with the demands of online classes. The goal right now is that you need to have the best internet connection possible. I'm going to provide you with a very easy action that simply tweaks and tunes your at-home internet connection to make your experience with your online classes so much better. Now, the best part of this is that it's free. Seriously, no money. It requires no tech skills and no tools. If you can't do tech, let me ask you this. Were you able to turn on your computer, open up a web browser, and play this video? You got this. The first action to take is go online to speedtest.net. This is a free internet speed test powered by Ookla that will check your internet connection in real time. Just so you know, I have this app on all of my devices and find it very helpful to see if it's my device needing to be updated or if it's my modem just needing to be rebooted, not reset. There's a big difference. Watch how easy this is. Type in speedtest.net, hit go, and as you can see, this is a real-time test that measures your download speed and your upload speed. After you've run the speed test and you have these numbers, write these down or take a screenshot of these. Go get the plan of service from your provider and compare your download and upload speed to see if you're even close to what you're supposed to be getting under contract. If your numbers are way below or even just a little below, the steps you're about to take should help. The idea is obviously to get as much speed as possible with your current equipment and internet plan without having to put out more money, unless you have to. Here's my first test. My plan is supposed to be at 400 megabits per second, that's Mbps. Watch in the future video of explaining a little bit more of the difference between bits and bytes and pieces and parts and all that fun stuff. And it won't be boring tech talk, it'll actually be kind of interesting. Now, these results may seem fast, but it's kind of slow for my needs and demands for live streaming, teaching online, downloading videos, and uploading content, and of course, my playtime that requires a really fast connection with a low ping for smooth play. That's, of course, only after all of my work is done or it's in my schedule. The next step is go to your modem that's connected to your incoming signal from your provider. Notice which lights are on and which one, if any, are blinking depending on your equipment. You can take a screenshot of this or a short video, or just remember this. It shouldn't be too hard. Unplug the power source, not the incoming cable, that's called the coax cable, for about 2 minutes, and you're going to want to time this or count this off. Of course, wait until the video is over to do this. You also might want to let anyone else online know that you're about to do this. It'll only be for about 3 minutes before they can get back to their game. Now, if you have a router or a mesh system that is separate from your modem, you're going to want to unplug that too and power it down. After the 2 minutes are up, only plug your modem back in and wait for all of the lights to come on, just like it looked before you unplugged it. The time it takes to reboot your modem varies, but usually takes about a minute or so. After the lights look like they did before you unplugged your modem, go ahead and plug your router or mesh unit back in. Wait until all of the lights are on or not blinking, and then reboot all your computers just by restarting them. Once your computer is fully rebooted, go ahead and open a web browser and go back to speedtest.net, hit go, and watch the new numbers. As you can see, my download speed is rising much higher and close to the 400 I'm supposed to be getting. Considering that we should be getting about 75% of our plan's download rate, I'm pretty happy with these speeds. You can see I'm now getting even higher than the expected 75% too. And all I had to do was take a few minutes to reboot everything. If the speed test numbers do not change or only went up a little bit, you will need to call your provider support line and ask them to send a reboot signal through an automated system. After the reboot signal is sent, go ahead, reboot your computer again or restart and run the test again on speedtest.net. If nothing happens and the numbers are still low, you probably need a service call or just new equipment, but start with a service call. Let me know in the comments below if you want to know more about modems, routers, repeaters, and boosters, and all that fun tech stuff, and I can create a non-biased video on what those are, what they do, and which might be best for your situation. The stress caused by not being able to connect to the internet can cause so much stress that some students just want to give up and take a break from their studies. Now, I'm not talking about a few hours for a playtime break. I'm talking about semesters to years that can turn into never finishing their degree, and that's not acceptable. Never give up. If you designed and set your goals using the SMART method, you'll know that you should never change your goal, just the plan to reach that goal. If you haven't yet watched how to customize your SMART goals on our channel, come back to the channel right after you reboot your modem and reboot your computer, along with running the speed test on speedtest.net, and watch that video. To learn more about how to talk the tech talk, watch the video linked to this one right afterwards so you can learn to talk the talk with your IT department to sound a little more credible and knowledgeable when asking for support if you need it. Okay, now you can go unplug your modem and reboot your systems. Go, now, go! What are you waiting for? I'll see you online.